Hi guys, my name is Sahil and I'm an amateur fantasy player and I decided to try my hand at the Euro Fantasy team and let's see how it goes about, and I hope I am able to compete with the pro players this time around. So I'm going to start off with my defense first, and since there are no bonuses, I don't want to spend a lot on my defense. And the first name that I want in my defense is an Italian defender because their fixture is quite easy, to be honest. And I feel the cheapest entrant into the defensive unit of Italy is Spinazzola. Again, he's an attacking threat, and if he doesn't make the squad, we would still have time to make changes accordingly because again the deadline is kickoff. So that's my entrance, Spinazzola, and then I would look for someone like a John Stones maybe, because again an English defensive unit is a good one, a good entry to the team again. Then I would want someone from a Belgium defense, and I feel Denier is one who can give you that cheap entry into the Belgium defense. And then I'm looking for someone from the Dutch team because again Dutch defense and the fixtures that Dutch team have is really good one. And Vendal is one that I'm looking forward to because again he's a wing back, an attacking threat, and 4.5 for a Dutch defender is just too good. The next defender I'm looking for is someone from the Spanish squad. So let's see if I can find. Okay, Pau Torres, 4.5, Spanish defender. Voila, our defense is sorted. Then we look to get into the mids probably. So mid. So my first entrant into the mid is Chiesa, 7 million, Italian mid plus the fixture. My second entrant would be Alaba, 5.5, cheap attacking player. I don't know how he's been quoted so low, but I need that player in my team. Another one I'm looking for is Mason Mount, 7 mil, again a bargain buy, to be honest, if I look at it. The next one I'm looking for is someone from the Dutch mid because again I don't know, yes, here he is, Gini Wijnaldum, Dutch midfielder and a good entrant, a good attacking threat because I've heard he plays up front, unlike what he plays in the Liverpool squad. Another midfielder now left, and I think another midfielder that I would go for is from the Spanish squad. So let's see, where is Spain? And here he is, Ferran Torres. That's about it, I guess. And now we'll look for an entry into the forward line now. I would talk about my strategy later on. First, let me sort out with the forward line. So my forward would be Memphis Depay for sure. I'm not gone with Bruno Fernandes, so I'm going with Ronaldo this time around. And then I'm looking for a cheap forward, maybe someone from a team called Austria, and that would be Kalzic. I'm not sure if Arnautovic would start or not, so that's the reason why I'm going with Kalzic because apparently whatever it is, he's going to start the games. Okay, now we move to goalkeepers. That's all we are left with. Got a good amount of budget. Herdesky, 4 million, starting goalkeeper, sorted. We need this guy. I'm gonna get him. Okay, now I have various thoughts about my second keeper, and I had no clue whom to get. But I want to double up on Spanish defense for some weird reason, and that is the reason why I am going to go with Simon. I feel he's going to start. He's the number one pick over here in the main team. So this is how my team looks. Date wise, they are sorted also. So my strategy would be to go 3-4-3, and if anyone who doesn't play, who doesn't score from the mid, then Vindal comes in. That's how it is. Else Pau Torres and Ferran Torres also have an tempting fixture that I look forward to, and also the keeper change. Hradecky doesn't give me points, then straight up I'm gonna get Simon in. Now moving on to the captain pick, and my captain pick would be Chiesa. Chiesa would be my captain again because he plays on 12th, right? So that's how it is. And if he doesn't perform, then I switch over to Kaljic, who plays on 13. If he doesn't give me that much points, then I shift on to Depay, and if Depay doesn't give me points, then I shift to Ronaldo. So that's how my strategy of captaincy is going to go about. So this is how my team looks for match day 1. I haven't thought about when to use my limitless and the wildcard chips. Let's see how it goes about from match day 1 to match day 2, and maybe I might be tempted to use it for match day 3 because most teams would be qualified by then and they would not be using all their star players in the starting 11, and that's when I feel it's a good opportunity or a good window to use limitless card then. Anyways, thanks for watching this, and see you all for match day 2 when I try to make some changes into my team. See you all till then. Take care.